today we will be going through a super cool tool that I have come to really, really love, but it's changed around a little bit in the past few weeks even. So we are going to show you really how to go look at what content is performing best, when to replicate it, and basically just go see what's working, why it's working, and some exact numbers. And it's super, super cool. I love going into these insights. They really tell you a lot about, what you should keep doing and maybe what you should stray away from. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, there are so many different pages in Facebook. It can be really intimidating. I absolutely understand. So this is what's called Meta Business Suite. So we have our business manager, which we control and partner with you if you're a part of ad traffic. And then there's this whole other side to Meta Business Suite, which actually does a lot of really cool things. One thing I really love is you can actually control your inbox, and it really works as a great CRM. We won't go through that today. That might be time for another training. But so what you will do is just go to business.facebook.com, and it will bring you to a page that looks somewhat like this. This isn't actually the home. If we go home, this is what it'll bring you to. So this is for one of our clients. Harvey makes great content. And so then what you'll want to do is go into this Insights tab. And what this does, we can actually look at the last 90 days, is kind of give us an idea of where you started and where you're at now. And I think he started just before this. So if I go back, even the maximum, we can do a custom, go in here. I'm pretty sure you've been with us for this long. Go to today. So this kind of gives you his all-time. This is where he was when he started with us. This is how much his page reach has grown since then. So first thing you have is page reach. So his has gone up almost 1,000%, which is really cool. And then you've got this line graph, but you've also got the cumulative graph down here. So this is just shows you very, very steady incline in his page reach over the time that he's been with us. It also shows Instagram reach. So this is, if you go into the back end of Facebook, you can find this, but it is a lot easier to read from this business suite. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend going in here and just looking around at your numbers, seeing what you like, seeing what you maybe want to improve on. So you can see all of his paid reach, it's up 100% because he wasn't doing paid reach before. So if you weren't doing paid, any kind of paid advertising before, this will just be at 100%. But something I really, really love, and you'll hear us because we talk about video content so often, is now there is this video performance tab. And this used to live in Facebook's Creator Studio, which not a lot of people have actually been to. And that's the reason they're getting rid of it and kind of merging the Meta Business Suite with Creator Studio and giving us this tab. So in here, we can see the total number of minutes viewed of his videos. We can see how much that was organic, how much of that was paid, posted on his own, cross-posted. As you know, we can't actually promote shared posts, so that makes sense. Yeah, all of this is coming from his paid social. But when you get down here, this is a really great spot to see what videos perform best, and you can filter it by most viewed, 1 minute views. 1 minute video views that are some that's super, super high viewership. That's amazing if you can keep somebody around for a minute. So then you can click in here and hit view insights, and then we can actually look at retention. So you come in here, 100% of people. This is amazing. So 97% of people who watch this video watch the first 14 seconds at least. Then you'll start to see some drop off. This is super, super normal, but usually this drops off pretty much after the first 2 seconds. So that just means Harvey's got some really, really great content. He's keeping people in front of their phones, in front of their computers, watching this video for a lot longer than most people can. And then he had, 15% of people watched the entire video. So the people who are liking Harvey are really, really, really liking Harvey. And so, it's a really, really valuable tool for that. So what I would say is 100% you should go remake some kind of content like this. Don't be afraid to, even post it again. And you'll hear us say a lot of the times is, if it's not broke, we don't have to fix it. So if it's evergreen content, if it's not time sensitive, anything like that, do not be afraid to use that content again, post it again. It works for a reason. So there's just no reason to, try to switch things up all the time. If you find your formula that is working, then I would highly recommend keep using it. Great posts like this, I would tell him after a month, go ahead and do it again. Most people don't go to your page ever, so nobody's ever going to be like, "Whoa, man, I saw this a month ago. I can't believe you posted it again." That just does not happen. So highly, highly recommend coming in here, looking at your video statistics, and really just your overview. So the last 90 days, he does not do much for stories. Then we can go into Messenger. 60 Messenger conversations started. That's great. And we'll go back up to this overview results. Just a bunch of fun numbers. 307 page visits is really great. Hit 40 in this one day, which is amazing. Yeah, so this is just a super fun thing to come into. This audience, this potential audience is just kind of, it's just how many people he's really able to hit within like the United States. It'll take you down here and say these are the top retail pages, yada yada. The audience section is not super important, so I would just really stick to this overview portion, as well as your results. So we'll keep training short today. It does not have to be a super long video, but what I would say is go in here, mess around with some of your numbers. Anything that you want to talk to us about, feel free to reach out. And then I would just also say, do not be afraid to repurpose your content. If it's working and it was a great video, had really great numbers, don't be afraid to post that again. Most people don't go to your pages and they never will. As much as we like to think maybe they do, just remember 5% of the people who are actually followers will ever see anything you post. Not, even a smaller section of those people are actually ever going to your page. So keep reusing that content, keep repurposing that content because it is valuable, and then kind of, replicate what works. So this business suite tool is a really great thing to go into and say, this is something that worked really well, and maybe this is something that could be a bit better. And be data driven in this kind of stuff. See what's working and emulate it, and don't be afraid to reuse it as much as possible.